Hey everybody, welcome to JLB Sports TV. I'm Justin Block, and yesterday Arsenal lost to Liverpool 2-0 at the Emirates, giving Liverpool their first away victory versus Arsenal since 2000, and the first ever Liverpool victory at the Emirates. Now, this game was a pretty dry game in both halves. I expected Liverpool to come out like they did in the first half against Sunderland, especially against an Arsenal side that was already missing an injured Jack Wilshere and who had just sold Fabregas a couple days ago. But Liverpool honestly came out kind of timid and scared and very stale. Now, throughout the season I said it'd be very interesting to see how Dalglish sort of employs all these new players, and yesterday he went with a 4-3-3 with Andy Carroll starting up front, Dirk Kuyt on the right wing, or I should say Dirk Kuyt on the left wing, Stuart Downing surprisingly on the right wing, Henderson, Adam, and Lucas in midfield. And frankly, the game really wasn't a flowing passing game as you would expect. Arsenal, known for their flowing passive game where they try to almost pass the ball on goal and try to get the perfect goal. They were disrupted. Liverpool didn't really look into the game at all. They were out of sorts until Luis Suarez and Raul Meireles came on in the 70-something minute and instantly provided 2 goals. Now, a couple of notes that I noticed from yesterday's game. Jordan Henderson, although I think he did play better than he did against Sunderland last week, has yet to prove why he's exactly worth the £20 million midfielder. If you go to his highlight tape against Sunderland, you see all this barrage of passes and some beautiful vision, and he really hasn't shown that as of yet in a Liverpool shirt. That really surprised me, considering Jordan Henderson's supposed to be this great creative threat and Charlie Adam's supposed to have this brilliant passion vision, and we all know what Stuart Downing can do on the ball. I just didn't really seem to gel yesterday. I think it's another example of Liverpool sort of getting all the new signings acclimated to the system and learning how to work together. Lots of people were shocked that Suarez wasn't starting. I was surprised too, but I think Dalglish probably decided that he didn't really need Suarez. He wanted to give Suarez some rest, which I'm okay with. Throughout the entire season, Dalglish is going to be rotating players to try to keep him healthy. One of the reasons why Torres was never really healthy at Liverpool for a full season was because he was playing every single game. And if you have players that play every single game, they're bound to get injured, they're bound to have wear and tear. And come January, they'll end up on the bench or end up on the sidelines when you really need them on the pitch. Now, something to look out for is how Liverpool actually managed to get the ball to Andy Carroll. Because right now it looks like there's a giant puzzle and Andy Carroll is just a really big piece that doesn't really seem to fit anywhere exactly. Liverpool really have yet to find a side that could really play a smooth game with rhythm, lots of passing and lots of movement, but still get the ball to Andy Carroll and get him on the achieving end of some good crosses and corners. Carroll's the kind of player that is so big, so massive, and I guess so slow that you really have to build a team around him and build a strategy around them. And Liverpool will struggle to do that, I guess, for the first couple games of the season until they really find their flow and find their rhythm. I was pleased that yesterday Liverpool avoided the long ball to Andy Carroll. Throughout most of the season, huge cop-out in a Liverpool attack would be just to float a ball up to Andy Carroll up front, and hopefully he gets a flick onto another player so they can play a nice 1-2 or get the ball out wide. They avoided that yesterday, which I was very pleased about, because frankly, all those long balls, that's the way that England, the international team, plays their football, and they haven't exactly had the greatest couple years. Avoiding the kick and rush and avoiding the long ball is something that I really want to see Liverpool do, because it's a low percentage pass, and honestly, it works. The one time it works, and you get a goal out of it, you're like, oh, this is so awesome, it's so cool, but most of the time that pass will fail. And yes, it will fail even with Andy Carroll's big size. It's just a low percentage ball that I hate seeing. Oh, and in quick transfer news, it looks like Alberto Aquilani is about to move to AC Milan for, I think, a reported fee of around £7 million, which would be around an £18 million loss on the £25 million transfer from Fiorentina a couple of seasons ago. That's just a massive blow in my mind to Liverpool's books. And I think Aquilani is a quality player that Liverpool could use in the squad, but like I've said before, in previous videos I've taken heat for it. He's not worth the £70 million if you're not going to play him week in and week out. And given his exclusion in the squad the past 2 weeks, it doesn't look like Dalglish has any plans for him this season. So that's all for today with JLB Sports TV. I'm Justin Block. Give me your thoughts on how the Arsenal-Liverpool game went down, and I want to hear your thoughts on how Liverpool should really acclimate Andy Carroll into the side. What should Liverpool do tactically or with the lineup to really get the game flowing and really get Andy Carroll going? He's a very important man for Liverpool, and it'll be very interesting to see how Kenny Dalglish on the side works things out with Carroll. Also, one more thing, be sure to follow me on Twitter at JBlock49 during game days. I will be up and I will be tweeting away and tweeting about the games. I didn't really tweet much about the game yesterday, although I was watching. For me stateside, it was a 7:45 in the morning wake-up call on a Saturday morning, so it was hard getting up, but I did still watch. But I'm not exactly into tweeting when I can't exactly think that early, you know?